It's giving shade.
It's giving dirty.
It's giving what if. Hey listeners, before we jump in today, I would like to share a disclaimer. The views and opinions in this podcast episode are 100% strictly my own. They do not reflect any professional organization, business, or board with which I am associated. The content of this podcast is for mature audiences only. Listener discretion is advised. Let's jump in. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of It's Giving What If. And today, as you can see, we have some pretty awesome guests on. If you haven't heard of them, this is your opportunity to get on every platform, follow them, listen to them, and see what they're about. We have Erick and Vivi from Shaken Not Scared podcast. Welcome, everyone. How are you?
Hey, thanks for having us.
Yeah,
Of course.
couldn't wait.
I know. We podcasted it's been almost over a year now, and I'm like, y'all just had really good vibes. I remember we're talking about Valentine's and all these embarrassing moments y'all shared, and some hot moments too. And so I was like, I'm ready for this.
I'll tell you what. I was embarrassed with my Spanish in that episode. I was like, I sounded like someone who's never spoken Spanish in my life.
It happens. Every time I try to actually speak and think about it, I feel like I'm doing a terrible job. So you just gotta let it flow.
Yeah, that's when you're on the spot. You're like, oh, I've forgotten every Spanish word I've ever heard.
Yeah, and I start making them up at that point. I'm just like, fuck it, no one's gonna know. You just say it with an English-Spanish accent.
Yep, you just end every word with Asian. You know,
Uh-huh.
you ever heard of that? Yep.
Yeah, or add an O or an A.
Yes.
Yep. So
Accents wherever they don't belong.
Yeah, I love it. So, what's been up with Shaken Not? Well, actually, let's backtrack real quick. So, before we get into it, I want to know what's been hella annoying to y'all, in the last week or in the last month. What's just been getting on your nerves?
This is a very specific pet peeve of mine, but you can laugh at me. I see everyone post on social media that their Target has an amazing Halloween section. And our Target is still selling school supplies, and I am very upset about this.
School.
I mean, go to school, but
No, go to Halloween stores.
Yeah.
I am so ready to give Target all my money for Halloween, and they just don't want it, I guess.
What?
Good.
Why, has anyone said why they're slacking on it?
No, you're right. I should go talk to their manager.
Yeah, I mean, Karen would go and talk to them, be like, "Why aren't the school supplies out?" So I think you should.
Yeah,
Go
we
full
are
Karen mode.
almost at Halloween, people.
Yeah.
We only have a month and a half.
I've already started seeing the posts of people being like, when they skip the Halloween decorations and start putting the Christmas stuff out. I was like, oh, come on.
I hate that so much when people go straight to Christmas. I like Christmas, okay? I like decorating for Christmas, but I need Halloween first.
Yeah. No, and it's interesting that you don't have that, because I've gone to several Targets here, and one of them actually had a ton of Halloween, but also Christmas stuff starting to roll out. And I was like, whoa, I'm not ready for that. We just got Halloween. Let's enjoy it and really just go into it.
I think we need to start writing that into law. I think it was 5 years ago when they started to just skip. It's December and you already start seeing Easter and Valentine's Day stuff too.
Oh my God, yeah.
Who decided from a marketing standpoint that we should just skip holidays altogether?
I don't know. And what's the purpose of that?
Yeah, I'm not someone who has their life together enough to think ahead on holiday.
Or are we just missing them? We're not included in these Facebook groups or wherever this is happening, but all the people who are on top of it. Because sometimes we'll go into Menards is a Midwest hardware store, but they have a ton of Halloween decorations, and sometimes it'll be everything is sold out by the time we go and look for it. This year we were early. We went in July, August and started looking, but
oh wow,
there's been years where we go and it's gone by the time we want to look for anything.
What?
So I wonder if there's some sort of secret underground shopper community that's no, we need to get in there 2 months early. So the companies are we got to start putting it up 2 months early.
Yeah. Okay, we need to look for this like secret group or like
Conspiracy.
society.
Conspiracy theory.
Yeah. I mean, I would join like easily. Like, I would join a cult that would just do this. Like, why not?
I will join any Target cult. Okay.
What does your cult do? Oh, we just shop for Halloween decorations.
I'm in.
Oh, okay.
We get secret messages that let us know that it's going to drop, and we like meet them in the bay and like do all the shit.
It's dropping from the cargo ship. Everyone's jumping in.
Yeah, that's the life I want to live. Honestly, you've inspired me and made me think of like a better future for myself.
That's true. Yeah, why not just move into the stores? That's another feature. Just like they decorate for you.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, but then you have to deal with like all these people walking in your house and like, I'm not good with that.
You ever seen the show Superstore?
No, but I've heard it's really good.
That one's fun because I think they did a bit where there was a guy living in the store.
Yeah.
And it's like just the whole episode, they just kind of flash footage of him and he's just like on the sofa, chilling. He's like in different sections. He goes to the fridge and gets a drink. But then I think at the end they end up kicking him out. It's pretty funny.
Yeah. I mean, I could see that happening. But you know what? It probably does happen more than we really realize it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What I've been like, well, not what's annoying for me, but on the same note, there's this, you've heard of 19 Crimes?
Mm-hmm.
They have a limited edition Dracula and Frankenstein cover.
What?
And I tried to order, we live in Illinois. I tried to order it to ship because they do have the option. And I go to check out and it's like, we don't deliver to Illinois because of some law, but California has them on deck. And you were saying that you saw them on social media, right?
Yeah.
In stores. Yeah. So anyway, if anybody listening to this has access to those bottles, send them to me.
Yeah. Go ahead and send them right now, everybody. I mean, that's weird. Why not Illinois?
I don't know, because I saw the list of states that they do ship to, and Indiana and Wisconsin are on there, and those are both bordering states, so why wouldn't you send them to Illinois?
Is Oklahoma on there, do you know?
I would have to check.
Okay.
Probably, because
Just not Illinois.
Yeah.
It makes sense because we're about like church and booze, so I guess that's all we have to do here.
That's Indiana. Indiana's
Okay.
like no sale of alcohol after I forgot what time on Sundays.
Oh yeah.
3
Yeah.
p.m.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard out here.
Oh gosh, I didn't realize that it was that like rough out there.
What's weird is that like weed's legal here.
Yeah,
But,
well,
like,
we
have
go here
alcohol.
too. We have medical marijuana in
What state are you out of? Sorry, I didn't.
Oklahoma.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, recreational is legal here. Like, so we can't have wine.
yeah, and here medical is legal, but like literally, I've seen men who've gone to OBGYNs to get like a medical recommendation. So tell me how medical that really.
Whatever
here
you
you
need
are.
to do.
Vivi's been embarrassed to go ask a doctor. I've been telling her like, just do it. It's fine. It's fine. You have. She has
A medical
chronic illness.
condition. Like
Yeah.
I could get a medical card. I'm just like, it's embarrassing.
Everybody does it. Like someone's like, "Oh, I fell and I need marijuana." And so, like, if you have a legit condition, just do it.
Facts.
Yeah.
That's the advice for everyone today. Is like, if you have it, do it legally.
Legally.
Yeah.
You know.
Over the
Disclaimer.
age of 21.
Right.
Yes.
What else do we need to put on here before we get sued?
We are not actually real people. These are not our voices, and we're not representing ourselves.
This
right
is the AI shaken, not scared.
Yes, there you go. So one thing that's been like hell annoying me here lately, and I don't know if y'all have any experience with it, is like people who pass out samples at like stores. Like think about like Costco, and like they get so mad if people get like seconds, or they're just like very rude and bitter. And I'm like, listen, your whole job is to give out free samples. So like, one, you don't pay for the sample. Two, it's not yours to own. And it's like, why get mad? Like I've legit seen people like yell at children because they're getting more than one. And I'm like, it's a free sample. Like what? Like it doesn't make sense to me. It's ridiculous.
I want to know what your Costco looks like. Because literally the people who are giving food out at our Costco are like begging people to come grab stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, holy crap, it must be popping at that Costco.
Interesting.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
And listen, I've worked retail. You don't get paid enough to care.
Right. Right. Like I remember when I worked at Toys R Us. No, was it Toys R Us or Party City? Well, I don't want to say which one just because they might come back and sue me. But I like remember like people would steal shit and everyone would get so mad. And I'm like, is it your like? It's the corporations. Like, sure, let's cut down on stealing, but I'm not gonna like be upset about it, ruin my day because some teenager decided to steal. Like, it's ridiculous.
No, and these days, like putting your life on the line sometimes, you know, like some people are crazy.
People are crazy. Yeah. Let them take the toy.
Yeah, take your bag of chips, please. I'm not
Just
gonna
go.
die.
Yeah, this makes me think of the Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire, when he's like, "It's not my problem." What is it?
Yeah.
When the guy's passing by and he takes all the money. Yeah, it's not my problem.
From the was it from the ATM or no?
Yeah, it's like in that first scene where he goes to get his money and the dude just gives him like $20, and then the dude comes in and steals all the money and he opens the elevator for him and the guy's like, "Why didn't you stop him?" And he's like, "It's not my problem."
It's really not.
It's really not. Yeah.
Listen,
But
you avoid more issues if you just don't engage in it.
I commend the people who are like attacking these food people though, because I make sure to avoid eye contact. You know, I want to make sure that they're not even looking when I take it. You know,
You just want to
Like,
sneak it.
yeah, they're turned around taking out more, and I'm like, yes, gotta snipe one before they even notice.
So this lady did that. I think it was like last week. I was at Costco, and like the guy, while she was getting like more, like she had it on her side, not on the side where it was like out for display, and like he just grabbed it. And she's like, "Sir, you can wait
my
to like put them out." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." She was angry, like she was. No, she had a sour ass face after that. I was
Your
like,
Costco sounds wild.
It is, and it must be the Midwest because like in California, I didn't have like major issues or see any like crazy stuff. But I was at one in Dallas like a few years ago, and I was sitting on those display beds, and the person legit got mad because I wasn't actually buying it. And I was just sitting. I'm like, "Look, I'm tired. Like, what the fuck? It's a bed. Like, I'm gonna sit here." Like, you were like, and they were mad. Yeah, they were mad. My brother was legit gonna like fight them.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say Costco is kind of like a no man's land where you like go in, you black out, and you spent $500.
Dude.
Yeah.
And they don't take every payment. There was the last time we were there, we were like, what kind of payment do you take? They were like, "We don't take Visa, we don't take
Discover, we don't take MasterCard."
blah, blah. I was like, dude, what the hell do you take?
Venmo, hand jobs,
My firstborn child, like, what do you want?
Interesting.
I'll give you as many IDs as I have, but I don't have that many payment options.
Yeah, that is wild. I mean, I'm like, do you love money? Like, take it.
I don't get it.
That's it. You know,
it's like the same with places that only take cash. It's like, hey, are we in
that is
medieval
super
times?
annoying. Places that only take cash.
Yeah, that is hell. Yeah, I cannot.
In this economy.
Well, and I do appreciate a place that has like Apple Pay or like the digital mobile pay because like I forget my wallet sometimes and I'm like I don't know how I'm gonna pay. Like I guess I'll wash dishes or whatever, you know.
Yeah. I was stuck with no wallet at the gas station the other day, and I needed like my tank was empty, no wallet, and I was like 30 minutes from home. I don't know what the hell I did. I finessed PayPal or something because it was like, "Oh, I remember this payment that you had in here," and I was like, "Yes, please, drag it in." Yeah.
Wow. I would be terrified. I'd be asking for money on the side. But can I get $5? I just need $5.
Yeah. Been there before.
Yeah.
It sucks. It sucks when you ask for money because you're like legitimately trying to just be like, "Hey, I need $5. I'm not trying to scam you, but I get it. I get why you don't trust me."
Oh yeah, I never give money. Well, I don't carry cash either, so that's like a good thing for me too. I'm like, sorry, I don't have cash, and I'm not going to give you my debit card. Like, what?
Yeah.
Oh, I did that to one guy one time though, at the gas station. He's like, "Hey, I need $5. My sister-in-law lives down the road, and I literally just need a little bit." So I was like, "What pump are you on?" And he got mad because I was like, legit, like, "I'll put the money in for you. Just tell me what pump you're on." And he's like, "It's this one." But then I saw him asking around again. I was like, "All right, well, at least I did my bit. I tried."
You're too nice. You are too nice.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't gonna give him my card. I was just like, "Well, what pump are you on?" That's fair enough, right? Like,
I would have
you
just
for
hopped
real
in
need
my
it.
car and driven off. Like, bye.
Same.
Yeah.
$5.
No.
Karma.
Karma, yes, but like, you know what? Talking about karma, like, I always see these people like, "Oh, I pay it forward at Starbucks," and like someone buys my coffee. I'm like, no one's ever done that for me, so I don't know how that shit works. Like, and my luck would be I would be stuck paying for the person behind me who has like the $100 order, and I'm getting like a $5 drink.
Yes.
I'm gonna send you a link later.
Uh-oh.
to a show on Netflix called I Think You Should Leave. There's a bit in there that's like pay it forward, but then he goes around the whole drive-through to the back and then asks for like 55 burgers, 55 drinks. You have to watch it. It's so good.
Yeah.
That is clever. That is how you get them back.
How you con the system.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I
Yeah.
love that. Oh, my gosh. So let's talk about your podcast. Like, what is going on? What do y'all do? Like, I know, but like my listeners need to hear all of it.
Yeah, so if you don't know, we're a horror movie and drink podcast. We cover a horror movie and try to come up with a fun cocktail, fun beer, whatever we can find to go along with that movie, and just kind of talk about what we love, talk about what we hate. It's a fun time if you're into horror.
Yeah, it started as us just talking to each other in the pandemic. And we're like, well, let's just record it. And then if people listen, they listen.
I love that. What's been the best movie you've covered or reviewed?
Oh, this is a loaded question.
Uh-oh.
There's so many great movies out there that you could talk about at length that are like super smart and amazing. We find the horrible B movies are the funnest ones to talk about. Like Evil Bong. We found Beast of Bray Road, which is like a movie like super. No one knows about this movie.
Oh.
It's like it's terrible, but it's just fun to talk about the terrible horror movies I find.
Let's just say there's a scene in that movie where the guy's like, they're in the forest. It's two cops, and they're like, "Do you hear that? Complete silence. Literally not even birds." And then they pan to the forest, and all you hear is birds.
Screeching.
Yeah, it's so bad.
Oh gosh. Okay. So
Yeah.
B movies. All right. Keep that in mind.
We do like some really good movies though. Like your favorites are Hereditary, Midsummer, and all those, the classics.
The Fly is like a great movie that you could really analyze. Again, you could get like really smart with some of them, or you could just like rag on some of them.
Yeah, we're trying to record my favorite movie. We haven't recorded it yet, but Trick or Treat. I have a short attention span, so anthologies for me work well. And Trick or Treat's coming up, so I can't wait.
Ooh. So that's actually a very interesting movie, I feel like, because there's like this weird like cult following of that little like pumpkin dude, right?
Sam,
Yeah, little
if
Sam.
You, look back there, we have a lot of Sam stuff.
Okay.
Might be hard to see it, yeah.
Yeah, like right there.
Yeah, we got all our horror stuff back here.
So, like, what's like the fascination with him? He's just like a creepy little pumpkin fucker. Like, I don't even know.
I think that's it.
That's it.
I just love pumpkin spice. I don't know.
I think what makes him creepy is that he's kind of like wholesome in like a lore way, right? Because at least from what I get from the movie, he follows
people who don't really appreciate Halloween.
Yes, and it's like he really takes to heart the trick or treat. Like it's like you either give a treat or you're gonna get tricked on, right? Because you aren't living the fullest to your fullest potential in the Halloween spirit. So there are people who like get what's coming to them in that movie. There's people who really go into the full Halloween spirit, and he's just like hanging out, eating his candy, chilling, watching what's going on.
Yeah,
I think that's what's cool about it, is that it's like there's a lot of like scary moments. There's a really cool werewolf scene in there.
Yes. Is it Anna Paquin, I think?
Yes.
Yeah, they're like undressing. Yeah, it's really cool. But then there's also really fun moments, like there's interesting things that are done with candy. There's a scene like at the bottom of a pond with like a really interesting like death story. It's what comes at the end. Little Sam actually ends up, spoiler alert, he doesn't kill a lot of people in that movie, because what happens in that story is that the town people are also fucked up, and he's just one person that's hanging out,
Yes.
Yeah,
it's awesome. Yeah, he's really interesting because I see him all over like the Spirit Halloween store, and I watched the movie and I thought it was interesting, but like I feel like it didn't get a lot of like mainstream attention, but like there is in a weird way,
Definitely not at the time it was released, but I think it's found like its cult following.
You could say the same thing about like Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I feel like that's also seen an odd resurgence.
Yeah,
that movie gave me so many nightmares, so I love it.
No, spoiler alert, I have not seen it, and so this year that's kind of on our list of like have to watch. So
it's a fun one.
Is it? Because there's those movies that like are cult classics, but you watch them and you're like, I just don't get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I like it because it gave me so many nightmares. Like if I watch it now, I'm just like, this is hilarious. I love it. There's also a video game coming out. There's actually a figure at Spirit Halloween of the scene that would give me the most nightmares, which was the little monster that comes out the toilet. So when you watch it, you'll remember what I'm talking about.
Okay.
But when I was a kid, I would go to the bathroom at night and I'd be like, oh no, a monster's gonna eat my ass out. I'm gonna
That sounds amazing. Oh my god.
I'm gonna die by ass eating. But there's a little figure at Spirit Halloween of the toilet monster. So Vivi was like, you should get it. And I was like, no, I know. I've slacked on it, but I need to get it.
I feel like that should be a legit phobia, is death by ass eating.
What would it even be called? Death by ass eating Eobia.
Eobia.
Yeah, I want opia to anything, and it's okay.
It's like Spanish.
Oh, that's awesome. I can't unhear that. That's gonna be like what you're known for now. So
there's worse things to be known for.
Yeah, no, legit. Wow. So with Halloween coming around, like, what are y'all's plans? Do y'all have anything like special cooking up, or?
This is our first year having a house, so we're really excited to decorate our entire front yard. We want to be like that house on the block.
Yes.
It's like the good house with the good candy, Yeah. And we're throwing a Halloween party. This is our first year doing one, a big one that we're allowed to do, and we're excited about that.
Ooh, that's so fun. Do y'all know like costumes or?
Yeah, I think we're gonna go with like a Beetlejuice theme.
Ooh,
I'm gonna do probably like a gender swap Beetlejuice.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So back there we have masks that are like on dummy heads, and at Spirit Halloween they were selling the when they go to the afterlife, and then they're like, you got to look scary. So we have the masks of those. We're gonna put those dummies in the windows with lights.
Ooh.
We're starting to like try to come up with even things that we can do inside, because we're gonna have some friends over, so we want to theme the inside too a little bit. But yeah, it should be fun.
That's exciting.
It's exciting because then you have like so many ideas, and then you're like not sure how to do them, right? Or if you even have money to do it, because it's like we wanted to do a sand snake, but then we saw so many videos. I wanted to do it where like from one window to another, like we would just use like cat tunnels to show like the sand snake moving through the house. But it was like, well, it gets really windy here in the Chicagoland area, and yeah, it probably wouldn't survive, so we had to go for something more practical. But yeah, it's fun, right? Like you get creative. Vivi, you're really good at doing that kind of stuff. If y'all didn't know, Vivi did a lot of makeup stuff back in the day. So
nice.
Yeah, before I had to get a job, and
yeah, before misery set in.
Yeah,
that life. Jabba-opia, or what is it?
Yeah, Jabophobia. Yeah, that was my annoying thing. I was like, we have to go back 4 days now from 3, and can't get used to it.
Yeah, no.
So more Halloween.
Yes.
I think it's Halloween.
Yeah, we've kind of narrowed our costumes down. One of them is going to be like Ash and Pikachu. So
awesome.
I'm going to be Pikachu and my fiance is going to be Ash. So we're super excited for that. I do think I'm going to take it like classic this year, because I've always wanted to do just like a sheet ghost, like back in the day, like sheet ghost, but try to like make it more like those. Because if you look back at like old Halloween pictures, like they are scary, but they're like literally the most like conventional items you can find in your house. So like I want to do something like that. So we'll see.
Is it gonna be like a sheet with like a choker, so it's like still formed to your head,
Oh, that's
and
good.
then you kind of do the same thing for your sleeves. That way it still moves with you. It's flowy.
Nice. Yeah, I haven't really thought more about it since back then. The only one I saw was this like thought ghost, and it was like this guy dressed up in like a sheet with like booty shorts, but it was a short sheet.
I've seen those are fun.
Yeah, those are kind of cute. So I don't know, we'll see. But that's a good idea.
We were talking earlier about flipping your shirt behind your neck. You could also do like something like that,
like
where
a
it's
flashing
ghost. Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, just like some giant knockers just like hanging out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Put some pillows in there just to really emphasize.
Or what did drag queens wear? Like a boob plate?
Oh yeah.
There we go.
You know what? I'm gonna be arrested on Halloween. It sounds like I'm gonna, like pulling out some like triple G's, just like bomb, you know.
We need to see it.
Yeah, I'm gonna make videos and I'm gonna go viral for this.
Yep.
As I'm getting arrested, I'm gonna be running away with like my giant fist moving side to side.
Yep.
In stripper heels.
Stripper.
Ooh, no, I would break my neck.
Same. I can't walk in heels.
I would die like instantly.
I was gonna say just using them to defend yourself against the cops. In case you-
Oh, you know
That's
what?
a good idea.
yeah, backup.
But you know, us brown people can't be fighting cops. We have to cooperate. Unfortunately, you know.
I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the cooperation.
Yeah, I agree, but you know, I don't want to be a dead ghost. You know.
I don't want to be an actual ghost.
In this economy,
Yeah.
sometimes it might be. It's a thought.
Yeah.
I'm okay, guys. It's okay.
All right, so I like to play a game of what if, because the podcast is titled What If, and I love what if like scenarios. My fiance is always like, can you like not give me a what if? And I'm like, I mean, literally, I'm curious what would happen, you know? So let's see. So what if you had a Netflix reality show about your life that would be, what would you be afraid that would be aired on that show?
How dirty I am. I am messy. Like it's gross.
Okay.
I don't know if I would be afraid of anything.
Pretty open.
Yeah, because I'm actually kind of like I am myself with whoever I'm around.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I don't maybe like how much I yell at Loki
Aw.
because he's got anxiety and I do yell at him, but then I'm like hugging him later, so it's more of like a. People would probably be like, "You're more mean to him than you should be," but I also get
Okay.
annoyed. I'm human, okay? I can be annoyed.
It's like PETA is going to come after you.
I know, yeah. At least I don't hurt him. No bodily harm, just verbal abuse.
Don't admit to that.
Like all Mexican
Like all
parents, right?
Mexicans,
Yeah.
Okay.
We all had that from our parents. So.
We're fine.
So, do you yell at him because he has anxiety, or does he have anxiety because you yell at him?
That is a good question
Wow.
that we should unpack
Wow.
with our therapist.
You know what? It all started with. No, he's really anxious. He cries a lot, and it's like he just cries a ton. Like vocally, like we'll be in the car and he's like crying in my ear, and I'm like, "Can you stop? I'm trying to drive here," you know. But he's fine. Vivi says I'm his favorite person, so
Yeah.
at least it works
That's
out.
why he cries in your ear, because he loves you.
He loves you.
Yeah. Hey boy, let me cry in your ear.
Who would you say would be the most ridiculous person that would play you, but the most accurate?
Oh my god, I've never thought of this. Because I don't know if I have a celebrity lookalike.
I think Aubrey Plaza.
Porn star.
Oh yeah, porn star?
Oh no.
Okay, wait,
You
what?
always said-
Oh no, she just hit you with some dark secrets. That
Porn
aren't.
star. Hold on, I want to hear that. I know Aubrey Plaza.
Aubrey Plaza. Okay, I will accept that one.
Who's
But
the porn star?
you say I have in the past have said I look like this porn star. TMI.
TMI. Damn,
Yeah.
you hit them with the real facts.
Sorry.
Yeah, the porn star's name is April O'Neil. That's not who I was gonna say.
Well, she plays April in Parks and Rec. So I got confused.
Yes, yeah, but that's
I
that's
outed
Aubrey
myself.
Plaza. Yeah.
I was like, I'm still stuck on the stripper or the porn star. I'm like, is it like the way like she carries herself, or like the looks?
I mean,
Like,
she is a
Appearance.
nerd. She's a nerd,
Thanks.
like her. Yeah, she's nerdy. She's weird, and if you find her, I mean, yeah, her name's April O'Neil. But
oh, the porn star is April.
yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
that's why she thought I meant April Ludgate.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
When you asked about April O'Neil, wasn't she the like Ninja
Ninja
Turtles?
Turtles. Yeah, that's her.
Okay.
That's her bit too. So she's a nerd. That's what I'm saying. Just a little kitschy, you know. She's,
Are her videos like nerdy videos? Like
she does have some. She has one where she's like Sonic the Hedgehog. She's one where she's like Rocket Raccoon from. Yeah, not all her porn is that, but she does have some. It's called Wood Rocket, the website. They do a lot of like parody porn, so she would be on those a lot.
This is not where I thought this conversation was going to go.
I was like, is this the Netflix part that you wouldn't want to air? Or
Maybe.
Like,
It might
the
actually
whole
be.
segment of what kind of like porn
Scrap the
April
whole thing.
does. Like, this is all about April. Like, that's the only like porn library.
I just love how inappropriate we're being on this podcast today. Death by ass eating and
Isn't that
porn
our
stars.
I mean,
whole bit?
you can't top death by acid. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you can. Like,
Still early in the show. We might say something
He hit
else
my ass
ridiculous.
so hard that I died.
I just died from pleasure. Yeah, no, but it's funny because I have seen like not that I just like watch a lot of it, but like I've seen like Pokemon one, I've seen a Ghostface one, which is really interesting.
That's actually really popular, I feel. Like people
Really?
Instagram like Ghostface, like
I saw some fanfic today that was Ghostface
People
with Michael
love
Myers, and I was gonna send it
Ghostface.
to you because I really like Michael Myers and she likes Ghostface. So I was gonna send it to her because it was like Michael Myers with no shirt on and Ghostface touching.
oh, I have a Ghostface tattoo too.
Really? We got this on our bachelor party a few weeks ago.
I did see that on Instagram. I loved
That's
it.
awesome.
It looked so fun.
Where's yours?
Mine's is on my leg, so I can't really show it, but it's like Ghostface on the phone, and he's got a lot of hearts around him.
Yeah. I mean, think about it. Like, there's something hot about Ghostface, right? Like, I don't know.
It could be anyone.
I think
The
it's called a mask kink,
Yeah.
actually.
Well, that's unlocked a new level over here.
Yeah, the pause in Alb's face was just like,
Oh.
I'm like thinking about it. I'm like, okay, that's what that is.
I need to go.
Yeah, I'll be back. I'm gonna go Google some things. You said wood, what was that? Wood rocket?
Actually, I think fun fact, but I think Wood Rocket's done because I have April O'Neil on Instagram. So she put I miss Wood Rocket, and I think I saw that the site's down, so I think they just don't exist anymore.
He says he thinks.
He thinks.
I'll
He
check.
doesn't know.
I'll check later today.
We'll read it later.
He's like looking right now. Oh no, it's back up.
By my request.
By your request,
I was the only viewer.
Yeah, you keep them open. All
Wait,
right.
who would play you?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Well, I was gonna go for the April Ludgate and Chris Pratt scandal aside. We used to think that we were a lot like Andy Dwyer and April Ludgate because I'm kind of goofy naturally, not because I'm like it's like in to be goofy. That sounds like I'm bragging about being goofy.
I know. I was like,
I can be, but only around her. You know, it's like the.
This is like, do you guys know what a himbo is?
yes.
So any like himbo, I think, could play Eric.
Wait, but like, aren't himbos like dumb, sexualized men? Or
Yes. No, no. No, Eric's not dumb, but he's very like, just kind of like a lovable,
Thanks, babe.
like goof, kind of like he said.
no? Okay.
I'm just goofy around her though. When I'm in public, I actually did this like leadership retreat thing, and they had the audacity to be like, "You're the quiet kind of leader, the kind of leader that's just in the dark, in the shadows, doesn't talk to anyone."
Don't join this podcast.
Yeah. And I was like,
He's terrified of getting his ass ate. That's why he doesn't talk. Like,
That's
so
why he's
what?
quiet.
I was the only one. I was the only one they told that to too. Everybody else was like, "You're blah blah, you're this," and then I was like the only one left, and they're like, "You're like a quiet leader," and I was like, "The fuck does that mean?"
They're like, you're the Columbine. You're the next Columbine shooter.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Yeah, that's so shitty.
You're the kind of leader that's like, you should probably be nice to him before work, you know.
Wow. You're gonna come back and show them, right?
That makes it sound like I'm gonna go through with it.
No. I mean, you're gonna show them your video on Woodgate.
Oh, on Wood Rocket.
Wood
Yeah.
Rocket, sorry. Yeah, sorry, I got it
My
wrong. You're their sponsor. They really should like have you be their
Sponsor us.
Yeah, because I would go on there often to be like, well, what's April O'Neil up to? What's the
April
latest?
Ludgate.
April Ludgate.
Wait, no, O'Neil.
O'Neil, yes.
Yeah.
She did do a Pokemon one there on the though, I think. I don't know if she was Pikachu or Ash. Can't remember.
I don't know if that's like my kind to watch. Like I'm not really into that, so I take your word.
You were just researching your Halloween costume.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I would need like two men. All right. So another what if. So let's see. What if you wake up and you're in heaven or hell, whatever you love, like wherever you see your goal like being, and then you see like your worst ex ever there, like what would your reaction be?
What the fuck are you doing here? I'd be mad. I'd be like, is this hell? That?
I guess I'm lucky because I don't have like terrible exes. I'd just be like, well, maybe you made up for it in your lifetime. I don't know.
Wait, but does this imply that they're there forever?
Like I have to interact with them?
They're stuck with you. I mean, you arrive at the gates and you're just like, this fucker's here. Like, great.
And I did something wrong.
Yeah.
This is the bad place.
This is that place, yeah. Because I picture, like, have you ever seen American Dad? They have an episode where they talk about, like, heaven being, he, like, opens the door and his heaven is his house with his family.
Aw.
And, like, that's what I picture, right? It's like your heaven would be what your ideal life would be. Not even, like, this, like, cloudy place, but it's like, if heaven is being with your, like, I would imagine my pet's there and Vivi there. If the ex is there, I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing here? I didn't want this.
April has to be.
April's there. She's like some fused being with Vivi.
Oh, there you go.
It's some demonic thing. Because in this world where my ex is there, it's obviously hell.
It's obviously
so.
Damn! I hope your exes don't find this video.
Listen to what I'm saying.
Listen, exes, you're all gonna end up in hell.
Yeah. So if they're there, it's hell probably.
You know what? I agree. I don't. And then either way, like hell or heaven, I don't want to be in the same place with my exes. Like something went, like you said earlier, something went wrong. We need to like rework this. Someone's got to get kicked out of this place. Like,
I need to speak to the manager.
Is it their hell, and I've been assigned to their hell? Then I'll have fun with it. You know,
that's a good spin.
Perspective, right?
Yeah.
It's like, well, you're stuck with me, then I guess I could also do shit back.
Yeah.
Might as well have fun with this.
You could be like, go sit on that toilet. I'm gonna show you your worst nightmare.
Wait, am I eating the ass?
That's to be continued. We don't know. Like, they'll have to tune in for another episode to find out. On next episode, will Eric be the ass killer?
Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Pokemon or Pikachu.
On
Pokemon. Last what if. What if you could get all your demands for your ideal funeral arrangements? What would they be? Like you have like no limitations, like the most elegant or beautiful funeral that you want. Like what would that look like?
Oh, okay. It's gonna be dramatic. It's gonna have costume changes.
Of you or the
on me, on the corpse.
Nice.
And I better be skinny and I better look amazing.
Okay.
We're gonna have musical numbers, and nobody better cry. Everyone better be drunk and having a great time.
Yeah, I don't want anyone there who I don't like.
That's
open
true.
Bar or
absolutely open bar funeral. We need to make that a thing, actually.
Not at a funeral home, at a bar.
At a bar, have your funeral.
I like that idea, and then like maybe like a smush room for anyone that wants to hook up, because they say like at funerals people tend to like hook up or meet like for some reason.
That was in Wedding Crashers too, right? I think the Will Ferrell's character is a funeral crasher, and he's like, it's even hornier at funerals.
Hey, if someone could like go to their wedding and be like, we met at Vivi's funeral, that's beautiful. That's amazing.
It is. Actually,
do you want them like all horny while you're like you're the center of attention? Like you're like
funeral orgies, kind of cool. That's kind of a cool idea. It's kind of metal,
Yeah, but like not with like the dead.
No.
Don't include me. Just have me there with sunglasses, like on a
Weekend at Bernie's situation.
Yeah, what is this called? The wheelbarrow thing, the one where you just stand. I'm just wearing sunglasses. Yeah.
Oh, you being dead watching or
yeah, it's just like just put like a little robot thing that's like
Okay.
Would you want to attend his funeral if this was going on?
To be completely honest, I think Erick's ideal funeral would be telling people to fuck off.
Oh yeah, true. Telling them truths.
Be like, you sucked, you suck, he hated you. You were cool.
Ooh, that'd be so cool. Yeah, like
he loved all your movies you were in. He gave you Oscar award.
Have it where like, you go see the body and then like audio plays of me saying like what I thought.
Everything you ever wanted to say.
Yeah, you sucked. Why are you here?
I hated you.
I love that.
Your
Would,
pants
yeah.
are too short.
Just real specific.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm tired of you telling me I have Winnie the Pooh shirts, Mom.
Would your parents be invited?
If it's an orgy, probably not.
I'm gonna have to say no to that one.
Okay. You know what?
Yeah.
But that kind of sucks because it's like you're dead. You don't even get to enjoy it. But I guess you leave and allow people to enjoy.
Realistically, I probably wouldn't even have a funeral. I'd just be like, forget that I existed. That's really sad, but I'd be like, just don't be fake.
I feel like we're about to cry now. I'm like,
I didn't mean to go dark with it, but I was like, I've been doing enough funerals for people I care about that I'm like, man, everybody here fucking sucks.
They're fake.
I don't, and I've told her directly, like, don't do this for me. And if it happens for me, just play music that I like that I know no one likes.
All of April's soundtrack.
Yes, put that on the TVs.
This is who he was. This is what he liked.
If I know him right now, he's probably coming in heaven or wherever the fuck he is.
He is busting over and
He might come back right now, actually.
Oh, he just came.
I felt him.
Yeah.
Vivi's on the pedestal. I felt him.
Your pants are like all stained on your body.
Wait, Vivi's are mine.
Both?
This is a wild conversation.
I feel like at my funeral, I would want it to be like a haunted house, like things popping out at people, like people getting grabbed and dragged like under like pews. Well, I don't even know if I want it at church.
Yeah.
Like I would want it like in an actual like scary ass house. Like
Yeah.
Do you want them?
Do you want to be an animatronic though? Like, do you want them to put like some animatronics in?
Do you want to be the one like dragging the bodies?
Yes.
That's iconic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so iconic. Drag them to hell, you know.
Yes.
Like, looking like the grandpa from Texas Chainsaw. Yeah, like skin kind of like drooping a little bit.
But still alive enough to drag bodies.
I would, that would be cool. And like you, I would probably, this funeral would probably be only reserved to people that I hated and I felt like were fake. Because again, I don't want those people at like my real funeral, but this is like for them to make them shit their pants.
We should normalize like fake funerals.
Yeah.
Or crazy
funerals.
Then,
and you don't even have to be dead for those.
No.
Because then you can see who actually cares.
This has to be a movie. Like someone has had to done this before.
I don't think so.
Oh, wait, hold on. TM. This could be a horror movie.
It really could.
Because then you just kill the people who suck.
Yeah. You pretend they all get a note that you've died. They get invited to your funeral, and they're all there, kind of like Saw, I guess, but not really.
And then the people who like ask for forgiveness and truly mean it have the opportunity. No,
no one survives.
They get like named and lose
they have the opportunity to survive, but that doesn't mean they do.
Which means they're not going to, honestly.
Right.
But will you have a final girl?
Is that you? Because you're hosting.
Maybe.
But then you won't die. You're just like bloody at the end, but you're like, it was a trick, guys. Dead bodies. I mean,
but I feel like the final girl trope should be like broken in this one.
Okay. Well, if my ex is gonna be in my heaven, I guess she has to survive this then.
Does she though?
They think she survives, and then Vivi comes out and just like drags her.
Right. Vivi's dead too.
Dragging them to hell.
This is
or it's my dad's mom.
Are you okay?
We're just putting that out there. I don't know.
I can't.
I said what I said.
Oh my god, I can't with you.
I just love how this is going from like horny to traumatic to like horny.
Oh
to
no,
traumatic.
that's all horny.
Yeah, the underlying of it all is horny. Death is the horniest thing you could do. Like, think about it. Like, lights out. People are like so excited that you died. They have boners. Like, death is horny.
Yep.
I want a shirt that says that. Death is the horniest thing you can do.
Yeah.
It's also the shittiest because you poop yourself when you die.
Sometimes.
Your
Depends.
body just like. I wonder if you bust also.
Well, I was gonna say from all ends because just everything is gone.
Yeah, I think this is something we need to research a lot.
How do you test that ethically?
I don't know. That's
That's a good question.
that is a very good question for someone that has the ability to not get thrown in prison. For it.
Right. Is this incriminating? Are we incriminating ourselves?
No,
No.
we're AI.
We're AI.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Let's move on to a little fun. Not that
All the
there's
listeners
only
are
fun.
gone.
They'll come back. They're probably like masturbating right now.
And then they're gonna come.
They will
Yeah.
come back. You're right.
Yeah. They will be resurrected. Again. All right. So one of the games that we play is called Song Association. And so for this, you can switch off, or if you want one of you to be the representative, you can do that. I'll let you decide. I have 6 words. I'll give you a word and 15 seconds, and you have to come up with a song and sing it that incorporates that word.
Oh no.
So,
This is all Vivi because I know no words to any song.
You could like jump in and help me if I'm
Okay.
struggling.
If I can.
Yeah.
yes, I love that. So, and you can use Spanish songs or English songs as long as they use that word.
Okay.
Let me see. Let me get my timer. Where did my timer go? All right, let's see. We should do the word horny to start. All right. Y'all ready?
Sure.
The first word is lights. 15 seconds for lights. Go.
Light of my life, fire my loins, be a good baby, do what I want. Lana Del Rey. I don't know the name of the song.
Yes.
Light
What
of my
is it?
life, fire my loins. Racetrack? I think it's Racetrack. And we're off to the races. I could
Okay.
be.
Yeah, off to the races.
I think it's off to the
Right.
races.
Yeah. Okay, good job. I love Lana. Look at you. All right, let's see. So the next one is Sky. 15 seconds for Sky. Go.
You can help me.
I'm trying to think.
I got nothing.
I really know no words to any song.
God damn it. Ah. Did you have one?
Whoa, what's the Sky song?
Do you have one?
Something. There's got to be a song about like get high and touch the sky or something, right?
Oh yeah, probably.
I have
Yeah.
one. That Haley Williams song. Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky,
Yes.
night
I was
sky are
like,
like
there's a
shooting
Rih-
stars?
I was like, there's a Rihanna
Too
song,
late.
but I was like something about the night, something. All of my life. That's what I was thinking of. That's not the song.
That's not.
No. All right. Next one is hate. 15 seconds for hate. Go.
You won't know the song, but it's by Memphis Mayfire, and it's called Generation Hate, and it literally just says Generation Hate over and over in the chorus.
Is
It's like
that true?
Generation Hate, Generation Hate. Yeah, it has
Yeah.
hate.
Okay. Cool. And then the next one is love. 15 seconds for love. Go.
Oh, I have a Beatles song.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Close your eyes and I'll miss you tomorrow. I'll miss you and send all my loving to you. That's I combined the lyrics there.
Yeah.
All my loving. Yeah, I love the Beatles. Those are the
Alright.
songs I do know.
Nice. All right. Next one is down. 15 seconds for down. Go.
Down, si no tengo de tu amor, down.
Good job.
Rocky me can why?
Yes. All right. Final one is night. 15 seconds for night. Go.
Midnight.
Does it count if it's midnight?
It's got the word night in it.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
was sunshine. I was midnight rain.
Okay. Nice.
Midnight's by Tam.
Midnight.
And then didn't you just sing that other night song with night?
Yeah.
in it?
Is it in the night? In the night.
Oh, that's a good
Yeah.
one.
Is that Kanye?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Taylor and Kanye.
This is
Classic.
a bonus one. Let's see if you both can get one.
Okay.
The word is horny. 15 seconds.
Me so horny. Me so.
You redeemed yourself, so you got 5 out of 6. Good job, y'all.
Oh yeah,
Killing it.
good job.
I love it.
I knew you would save us.
See, you are the light of his eyes.
I'm actually horny right now.
I mean,
Oh no, did we lose him? Yeah. Have you seen the movie Hubie Halloween? Have you seen the movie Hubie Halloween?
Yes. Oh my gosh, I love it.
There's that scene where the lady's like, "I'm asexual, but that girl makes me hella horny."
Yes, that is a good one. I actually want to go watch that again because I've watched that a couple times, and his mom's T-shirts in that just kill me.
Yes, it's like the best part.
Boner donor. What does boner donor mean? Well, I think a boner is a mistake, so I think it's just someone who donates mistakes. Dude,
You're a boner donor.
I've seen that movie so many times. When we moved in here, I did both floors. Like I redid all the floors for both floors, and I watched that movie on repeat so many times because it reminded me of Salem so much. So Vivi was annoyed because she's like, the only scene I remember is the Hubie, do be careful, because his last name is Doobie, so it's Hubie Doobie. And she was like, every time I come down, it's that scene. Anyway, I remember every moment of that movie.
You could probably quote that entire movie.
Yeah, I was Hubie from that movie for Adam Sandler party that we were just at.
Oh, that's awesome.
I even got a thermos. It was kind of cool.
Did your thermos do all those cool things that his did?
You already know it.
No, it's a flashlight.
It's an ass eater.
Yeah, be careful. Are y'all excited about any new like movies in theaters, or have you seen anything like recent that's come out?
We're a little bit behind, so like in terms of most recent, we saw Talk to Me.
Yes, what did y'all think?
It was interesting. I think it suffered a little bit in our spaces of being like overhyped, but it was still pretty good.
Yeah, I did like that it sort of put like addiction and grief in this weird perspective, right? Like it was kind of cool to see it, because I explained it to somebody that way, and they were like, "Well, that's like an interesting way to portray that, like grief and addiction."
Yeah,
and then like going to parties, and then it's like, let's try the new drug, but it's
absolutely what it is.
And the afterlife, yeah. But I do think that it suffered, like you said, from overhype. But I do want to see because there's a sequel already greenlit, where it goes. Like, is there an origin? Is it a follow up? Right? Like, because you could do so much with that, so much. My dad passed away, so
I think they said it is a prequel.
Oh, is it? Okay. And my dad passed away, so like when she had the moments where she didn't know if the spirit was actually her mom or not, I was like, I wouldn't know either, because in the moment of truth, right, you're like, I want to believe it. Although I will say that I wouldn't have let that other kid go through what he did just because my mom allegedly is here. That's fucked up. And I think that the main character, as much as like I think we like her, she
a little problematic.
She has a lot of like problematic traits that I think don't redeem her for me. But some people love her, some people hate her. It's okay.
That, like, the scenes with the kid bashing his head, I just like his eye, like it was like, oh my gosh, like it went from 0 to 1,000 in like such a quick second. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, this is traumatic.
Was that it for you? Was that the moment that was like, oh shit, this movie?
I think so, because it was I feel like it was very intense. And I think it was really cool that like they didn't have like an origin story in like the movie. They didn't try to explain why the hand was a thing, but that's very like what that generation does, right? Like there's this like new trend. They eat Tide Pods, like they do all these things, and there's really no reason why. They just do them, and then they put them all over social media until everybody else is doing them. And so I really thought it was very good at doing that and not trying to over explain things. And it left room for a lot of interpretation to be like, okay, is this what that represents? Like the symbolism of the kangaroo in the beginning, and then just like the symbolism of how that tied in with the end of it. Like, I was like, okay, like it was a little deeper than I thought it would be. And I love A24 movies. I think they're like really, really twisted. And I thought this was a good addition to them for sure.
For sure. Yeah. Yeah, it definitely had moments that were like, what would I do in that moment? Right? Like the kangaroo. Because we've talked about this before too. Because, like, you know, there's rural areas of Illinois and like I go to Wisconsin a lot. And sometimes I've thought about like, what happens if I hit a deer? Like, I like to think that I would call animal services. You know, I would feel terrible. Even when like, in the past I'd like hit a bird. I saw a bird fly past and I saw it in my rearview mirror rolling on the street. And I was like, I felt terrible. Like I felt terrible. Like I can't even imagine a deer, you know? So even like that moment at the beginning, it's like, it's already asking you to ask yourself, what would you do?
Yeah.
Um,
As far as new movies, I'm actually surprised to hear that The Nun 2 is good, that people are enjoying it. So I kind of want to check
Really,
it out.
it's good.
Supposedly.
Okay.
Allegedly. I've heard people are enjoying it. The first Nun movie I was not a fan of. Like
the Conjuring verse has gone like down, in my opinion.
So,
I thought it was I thought it was like entertaining, and I thought there was a lot of dumb parts. You're like, why is this like why are these nuns in the middle of nowhere in a convent? Like, what is like they're having orgies in there? Like, you know, like, I don't know.
Have you seen it already then? The Nun 2?
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, okay, gotcha. What I was gonna say to this, because we haven't seen it yet either, but I thought it was interesting to talk to my friend. So he's from Honduras, and they have a different perspective because they're very close to their religion and whatnot. So when they had heard us even talk about the Exorcist movie, they were like, we thought that movie was so scary from a religious standpoint. Yeah. But sometimes when I think about like movies like The Nun and even the Conjuring verse in general, because it's got really close ties to like, I've called it like the religious Avengers. It's interesting to think about how other people, it's not that interesting, right? It's just kind of like common sense, I guess. But that people who do come from a religious background and stay in that religious tradition could find these movies, regardless of what we think, really scary because it's got to do with demons. Like the scariest thing to a religious person might be a nun. Like my mom talks about when she was a kid and she would get hit with rulers by nuns in her school. Like it sometimes it's easy to just judge a movie because we're like not scared of it, but it's hard to forget that like, I'm sorry, it's easy to forget that some people who are still close enough to that could find it like really terrifying. Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah. So we'll see.
That's a really good point, I feel like, because like I feel like religion tends to keep people scared, and like that's kind of like one of the big things. It's like, if you don't do this, you're going to hell, or the devil's going to come get you, and the devil is associated with demons, and so like possessions and all of these things play on those fears of like, well, you're gonna die and go to hell, so peace, you know.
And then your ex is gonna be there. It's terrible.
I was saying the same thing. I was like, fuck.
Then you're gonna hate fuck with your ex and then let him go.
Oh no, now we hate fucking. I thought she was just there.
Oh yeah, I didn't tell you that stipulation in the contract. You just didn't read that part.
Another movie that I'm like really excited about is Satanic Hispanic.
Yeah, what is that about?
But I'm weary of it because Gigi Saul Guerrero, I hope she doesn't hear this, because there was a movie called Mexico Bárbaro. Have you ever heard of it? Okay, so that was an anthology with Mexican
Latino,
I can't remember if they were all Mexican directors, but we were going to have an episode with that movie and our friends who are also Mexican, and we were going to talk about it for the Los Muertos. We're going to be like, have fun with it. That movie was hard to watch because it includes a lot of essay that's not done like in any kind of clever way. Not that it has to be like, it's sometimes like I feel like it's just for shock value.
Yeah.
There was like a child essay scene as well. Like there was just a lot of shorts that I was like, there were some that were really good, but it got overshadowed by these like just super unnecessary, violent. Yeah, like it was like stuff that wasn't like even just implied. It was like, here we are watching this thing that's happening, and it was like, why is this? It made us feel so uncomfortable. We felt bad because we had made our friends watch it. They also were like, what the hell? And we ended up not covering it at all because we were like, that was, it just felt shitty, right? To like talk about it. So Gigi was on it. Hers was the last short, and hers was really good. It was like, imagine like Katrina's are strippers in a strip club, and they get back at people who essay strippers. And it was cool because it was like at night, like the strippers who were there had these magical powers and like would just kill these guys. So it was cool. It was like a revenge type of thing. It was done in a clever way, not like the rest of the movie. So it was shitty because it was like, well, we're Mexican, we're trying to support this Mexican like movie anthology thing, and it just like, why did it have to be that? I get it, it's real.
These
realistic.
Things really happened.
They
we
happen.
just didn't feel like we were the people to talk about it.
Yeah. Because when you try to like make jokes, it was like several of the shorts were about that, and it was like, how do we do that? So anyway, point is that Satanic Hispanics. I hope it's not that. Gigi Salguero's been pushing it a lot because she had a lot to do with it too. So I'm hoping for better, but yeah, it's. I think it's also an anthology.
Yes.
Oh really? Okay, and that's coming out on Dread, right? Not in theaters.
I think it's in theaters, limited release.
Okay.
Usually it's available on like Shudder and things like that.
Yeah.
Okay. That's exciting. Yeah, I definitely look forward to it. I know. I don't know if I would want to watch that other one, but like that last scene you talked about sounds like really exciting. Like a really cool concept. I wrote a short story for my like horror podcast, kind of along the same lines. It's kind of like this like mysterious club, kind of like this like circus like rolls into town. And it like has like these dancers that like torture these like privileged assholes that are like racist and homophobic. And so like it's very short, but it's like that, and you like hear them get tortured, and then they just like pack up and they move to the next town to like handle the trash, basically. So
love that.
Yeah,
some recycling.
Recycling.
I would totally watch that.
Yeah, save the environment.
I'll send you the audio for it, but it's I think we want to turn it into a short movie, but we'll see what happens.
Let us know if there's anything we can do.
Y'all can act
awesome.
in the ass eating and heaven scene. we need to write a story about that. That's gonna be a story.
We got toilets, we got asses, we got eating.
Then you're set. I think you were born for the role. All right, so listener, we're about to wrap up. Make sure you go like, rate, subscribe to Shaken Not Scared and to It's Giving What If. Make sure you leave us a 5-star review, because if not, then you will also die by getting your ass ate. And we definitely don't want that unless that's your thing. But, only 5 stars will protect you from getting your ass demolished on a
Si no te va a llevar ese señor. Y ese señor te va a comer la cola.
Very much. All day, all night. And so make sure you leave a rating and tell all your friends about it, because that's the only way that you can be cooler with them. Also, if you want any advice, you can write in, send questions, and make sure to check us out on all social media platforms. And your handles are Shaken Not Scared, right?
Yep, on pretty much everything. Instagram, Twitter, if you still use Twitter. All that.
X or whatever the fuck.
X, whatever it's called.
X, yeah.
XXX. Missed opportunity.
So make sure you follow us and tune into the next episode. And I do want y'all to tune in to Shaken Not Scared, because there's going to be more of this fun and horniness on their podcast.
We're this ridiculous on our own podcast.
Sometimes.
All right, listeners, have a good one. And y'all, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
All right, bye, listeners. Bye.
See ya.
It's Giving What If.